Hey everybody, what do you do when you lose 4 hours of video editing? Right? Valerie Pugsley here. It is day 9 of SSSVEDA. I was working on my video for today. I had everything going fine, finally had it done. Took longer than I wanted it to, as usual. And I went to process it and it wouldn't process. There was an error with the main clip and I had so many cuts in it. So basically, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours worth of video editing time out the window. It's not usable, it's not salvageable. Now, in the past, I probably would have cried. I would have sighed a lot, said a few things, and a whole bunch of other stuff. This time was different though. It was kind of interesting. I was noticing that, well, I was disappointed. I mean, who wouldn't be? But I didn't let it affect me physically. And in the past, I would have. So this is all awesome because it's a sign of an improvement of my emotional intelligence. It happened. So my next thought was, well, what is my workaround? How am I going to fix this? I still need to get a video up today because I'm going for the 31 days. I'm shooting for that prize. Well, I would have done it anyway, but I am shooting for that prize that Amy has going. She's got a couple prizes out there for people who complete. So I'm very motivated to complete it. But what am I going to do? The rest of my day is booked. I don't have a lot of time. So what do I do? So while I was working on my workaround, which is taking the raw clip and starting over and see if I can get it to render before edits, I decided to do a little journaling. I have an app on my phone. I actually dictate into it. It's quicker for me to edit or to do it that way rather than typing. I'm not real fast with my finger here. And so the observation that I came up as I was journaling what had happened and what was going on is that, you know, for one, no one was out to get me, right? This isn't something bad. Could there have been something I could have done? Well, maybe, but I don't know that it was really a huge error on my part or my process yet. Maybe it is. I'll check into that. But what I notice is, okay, I lost, quote unquote, we'll call it 3 hours of time. Actually, I think it was closer to 4 hours of time. And this was doing something productive that's going to have a longer life because it's going to live on YouTube, and it was something that I was going to be able to leverage in a lot of ways. It was more of a core content piece. But then I thought, how many times in the past have I wasted 3 or 4 hours just doing nothing, right? Maybe trolling around well, I should say trolling around mindlessly on social media, or years ago I used to play a lot of video games, just sitting and watching television without doing anything else. You know, there's lots of times in my life where I purposely and intentionally have just frittered away 3 or 4 hours. And so here I lost 3 or 4 hours that I was doing something intentional. Is it really a lot of difference in terms of the bank account of time? No, not really. And did I get super upset over those other things? In hindsight, I am a little bit that I wasted time that way. But really, no, life happens. So what this made me think of is that I really want to be more intentional about those other times and those other things that I do, because there are going to be times like this where I'm going to work and put effort at something. It's not going to happen. So I want to make sure that I really maximize all the time where I can maximize it, so that I have that margin, I have that cushion, and I won't be as upset when stuff like this happens. So the encouragement that I got out of it all was, one, to look at my process and see, is there something that I can do in the future to avoid the problem happening in the first place, and really just make good use of my time everywhere that I can, because stuff is going to happen in life. Things are going to derail us. Things are going to get in the way, and stuff is just going to happen. It's life. Life happens, right? And so really the things that I have control over, just really maximize my use of time, be intentional, and not waste time in other places. And then I have the cushion for things like this when life happens. So let me know if you've ever had an experience like that. Put it down in the description below. Let me know what workarounds, what things you have found to make things like that a little less painful. And if you're struggling with anything like that, or anything else in your business or your life or your marketing mindset, let me know. Put those in the comments below. Again, subscribe to the channel, follow me for Veda, make sure you turn on notifications so you don't miss anything, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.